Dear Lana.
Dear Lana.
Dear Lana.
Dear Lana.
Dear Lana.
Dear Lana.
We all have scars. Some scars can be seen, and others cannot. Every scar has a story, and every story is waiting to be told. Each scar, whether it be physical, emotional, or mental, represents a journey that we have walked at some point in our lives. No matter how scary or long these journeys were, we survived them. Before knowing your story, scars meant something different to us. They had a negative aura around them.
They were shameful. Shame is powerful enough to present a fear that we're not good enough. Sometimes our scars are easier to show than to talk about. Many of us feel ashamed of our scars because it means we are flawed and that we've had times of weakness. Scars were something that we thought should be hidden, whether the scar was physical, mental, or emotional. We wanted to keep them covered up from the rest of the world. We felt like it was our fault we had these scars, and we should keep them to ourselves.
They stood for cracked. These marks on our souls and bodies showed our imperfections. Once a mirror is broken, you can never look into it the same way again, because there will always be cracks in the way of the reflection. Whether it was on the inside or outside, they were there, and we could see them looking back and mocking us. A broken mirror cannot be made to shine.
Scars meant anxiety, the immediate panic that would always set in when someone asked about the scar. The worry we would have about telling our stories was unnerving. We felt anxious, walking down the street, wondering if people were judging our marks. They made us feel self-conscious and made us wonder whether or not society would reject us. How could others accept our scars when we couldn't accept them ourselves?
These scars symbolized our resent. We grew to resent those that didn't have scars. They didn't know what it was like to hate a part of ourselves. They didn't understand what we had been through. They didn't know how hard our journeys were. We were jealous of their perfections until we realized no one is perfect. Everyone has scars. People have scars in all sorts of unexpected places. They are like secret roadmaps of their personal history.
Scars were also silent. Until recently, we never spoke about our scars. Sure, some of them were visible, but we never wanted to tell our stories or ask other people about theirs. It was easier to pretend that they didn't exist. Our silence was a way for us to hide our pain away, rather than to face our struggles. Faking a smile is the most painful lie, but it's the most effective way to hide from all the questions.
You gave us a whole new meaning to a word that once held so much weight over us. Scars suddenly looked like stories. Everyone has one, even if you can't see it. A scar simply means that you were stronger than whatever tried to hurt you. You never know how someone feels about their own scar, but after we learned about your journey, for us, they no longer stood for shame, cracked, anxiety, resent, or silent.
My happy ending is finally feeling at peace in the world. And that's a really powerful message, because your happiness isn't dependent on someone else.
Now we can look at our imperfections with a new outlook because you taught us that scars can mean survival. Whether our battle was internal or external, these scars symbolized the strength we had to come back from those fights. We fought our own demons and we conquered our own storms. Our struggles helped us develop the strength we needed to get past whatever gets in our way. The strongest people are not those who show strength in front of us, but those who fight battles we know nothing about.
Scars now mean change. We grew from our past and changed for the better. Change doesn't have to be bad. Our scars are part of who we are, and they symbolize how beautiful a crack or imperfection can be. It can show how far a person can come in their journey. If we don't change, we don't grow. And if we don't grow, then we aren't really living.
They are alluring. They draw others in. They make people question and wonder how we got these scars, whether they are on our skin or in our hearts. People notice them, but it doesn't make us afraid anymore. It makes us feel proud that we have them. There is something beautiful about all scars, whatever the nature. A scar means the hurt is over, the wound is closed, and it's healed.
And of course, they stand for resilience. We can come back from whatever life throws at us. Resilience is knowing that you are the only one that has the power and the responsibility to pick yourself up. Our scars are a sign of how much resilience and perseverance we have, even in the most challenging of times. The greatest glory in living lies not in never falling, but in rising every time you do fall.
And now we see our scars as safe. We have safety among this group of people and with you. We can share our stories openly without the fear of being judged. For many of us, this is the first time we have felt security with our imperfections, and that alone has changed our lives. We can help people see the beauty in the scars and feel safe to themselves. We are all searching for some kind of family or foundation, for a place where we can feel safe or secure.
I think what really resonates with people is that good can come from broken.
Every scar has a story, and without your love, encouragement, and guidance, we never would have found the strength to tell our stories. We wanted you to see how beautiful we now see our scars, because they are a part of us. Good can come from broken. These words have opened our eyes to the beauty of our imperfections. We hope that you can see your own scars as beautiful and be reminded of how far you have come in your own journey. And if you ever feel lost on your journey, just remember, scars are tattoos with better stories.